What is going on, YouTubeverse? John Stanek from Johnny Radio here, bringing you episode 1 of the top 100 artists of all time as voted by you guys. I just want to say right off the bat, thank you so much for voting. Your votes, your taste in music is impeccable as always, and I think we've really got another list on our hands that rivals Rolling Stone or any other publication of the top 100 artists of all time. You did a great job with the top 100 albums of all time. You can, of course, binge watch that. I think that was 11 episodes. This is going to be 20 episodes because I'm just doing 5 artists at a time. So I can really kind of milk this thing over the next 20 weeks. But it's going to be a great journey, and I'm psyched that you're on it with me. So let's get right to it. At number 100, the Doobie Brothers. Yes, from California. This band originated in the early 70s and had kind of 2 eras with 2 different lead singers at different times. And they're actually still out there doing their thing, not touring right now, obviously, but I believe they actually have a new album slated for 2021, which is cool. And I just remember like in the late 90s, I had their CD, the Doobie Brothers Greatest Hits, and songs like China Grove and Long Train Runnin', which has that amazing underrated guitar riff, and the 3-part harmonies just made my brain like, whoa, this is amazing. To think when that was released, songs like Jesus Is Just All Right, for example. Another thing that was kind of ahead of its time, both musically and kind of Christian rock in the mainstream at that time, was unheard of. So very cool. And then the Michael McDonald era as well. Songs like What a Fool Believes. Some people find it a little bit more hokey, but I really enjoy it. I think Michael McDonald has a really cool voice that sounds like none other. So I dig it all, man, and I'm glad they made the list. So now at number 99, Journey, another band that originated in the 70s from California. Seeing a little bit of a pattern here, but hey, another great band that is also still out there doing their thing today. As a matter of fact, I think I also read that they may have a new album coming out in the near future. So pretty cool that they also made the list. And just for Don't Stop Believin' alone, come on. Who doesn't know that song? And anytime it comes on, you're like, yeah. It just puts you in a good mood, puts a smile on your face. And that's what most of their music does. And I totally get why so many people love this band. It's, a band of an era, but it is also timeless. So, awesome. So now at number 98, The Police from England. Now we're getting across the pond here, where me personally, I think some of the best artists and bands of all time, for whatever reason, come from Britain. But man, one of the greatest trios of all time, including frontman and bass player Sting. These guys came out in the late 70s as well. 70s, greatest era of all time. Come on. But in the 80s, they were just at the top. I think they were probably at one point the most popular band around 83. Come on, songs like Every Breath You Take, Every Little Thing She Does Is Magic. So many amazing hits. Not just their greatest hits CD, which of course I had that one as well, but their albums as a whole were always really strong from the get-go, and definitely one of the greatest bands of all time. So I'm glad they made the list too. And now at number 97, The Animals. Also a British rock band. These guys were around in the 60s, part of the British invasion in the mid 60s. And man, I wish they had stayed together longer, because Eric Burdon, first of all, to me is one of the greatest vocalists of all time. I mean, just the passion that he puts forth on House of the Rising Sun, one of my favorite songs ever recorded, is just like blisteringly amazing. And, you know, when he went with the band War afterwards, songs like Spill the Wine, I love that as well. But his time with the Animals was just like this magical condensed period where what they did was so bluesy, you know, like many of the bands of their time in that era, like the Rolling Stones, and of course the Beatles, less so, but, you know, kind of took from the blues of America and put their own spin on it. And man, I just love their original songs as well, like We Gotta Get Out of This Place. Another one where it's just like such a passionate vocal performance, and the band following suit. Their covers even, like Boom Boom by John Lee Hooker. Just so awesome, man. Talk about another greatest hits album that's really one of the best. Eventually I'll have to do a top 5 greatest hits albums. That one may be one of them, and yeah, love them. So that is at number 97. Now at number 96. I got loyalty, got royalty inside my DNA. Cocaine. Kendrick Lamar. Man, I'm kind of surprised he made the list, but in a way not, because in the last decade, I mean, just one of the most influential current artists right now. Definitely, I get it. I mean, I see he's definitely one of the most talented rappers, really one of the most talented artists of the last, 10, 15 years. Albums like To Pimp a Butterfly, Damn, it's not really my cup of tea. Like, my favorite rap artists, as far as like singular artists, are more along the lines of Jay-Z and Mos Def, who I think are also at that talent level, but it's a little bit more, I don't know, easily digestible. Like, Kendrick Lamar to me is a little bit intense and on the dark side a bit. So it's not really my personal taste, but I totally get, I mean, his talent level is through the roof. And so I'm glad he made the list, and he will not be the last rap artist on this list, by the way. And that is it for this episode, guys. So I would love to hear in the comments below, did someone you voted for already make the list? Who are you looking forward to seeing in the next episodes? And yeah, I would just love to hear from you guys. Your feedback is always I always want to hear it, and that's really what this series is all about, is your opinions, making the vote. It's a democratic process. Thank you for watching. We got so much good stuff coming on the channel. Top 5s every Friday, album reviews, and so much more. Thank you for watching, and as always, Viva La Vinyl. So guys, thanks so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, and be sure to ring the bell for notifications so you can always see great quality content like you're seeing on the screen right now. Thank you so much for supporting Johnny Radio, and I'll see you soon.